Light Bowgun might be the simplest yet deadliest weapon so far. Just give it a few whirls and you will find that no matter how good you are with your main, it can never be the clear time that Light Bowgun can just walk to. What about the combat flow of such a powerful weapon? Well, you really only need to do two things. This is Tatiyu and welcome to the actual combat tutorial for Light Bowgun. For Light Bowgun to work at its best, just shape your mindset like this. You only have one mode, rapid fire mode, and standard fire mode is just a long reload process. So first thing, how to deal damage. Switching between these two modes is easy. When you're doing nothing, just press heavy attack. But if you feel that move itself is a bit awkward, here's an even faster way to do it. Evade and immediately press heavy attack. You will switch modes during the recovery of your evade. Just remember, for any reason, if you ever sheath your weapon, you'll go back to standard fire mode. Okay, from here on out, everything set below applies exclusively to rapid fire mode. Your main physical ammo types are normal, spread, and pierce. They all have infinite ammo, so if you're lazy enough, you might as well just use these three accordingly. When using normal ammo, the best way is just hold your special attack and fire away while running around. If a monster attacks you, let go of special attack and then press it again with evade in a direction to perform a burst step. This helps you dodge attacks while continue to shoot, and it also helps you reposition. You can do a burst attack by pressing evade right after any shot, but with special attack, you can do a burst step anytime you want. When you run out of ammo, just reload with light attack while keeping on the move. Spread ammo is a little bit different. The best way to deal damage is with a chaser shot. After shooting any ammo, pressing heavy attack during recovery will trigger a chaser shot, which is basically 2 shots in one go. Since spread shot cannot fire while running around, just wait for an opening, then land a normal shot and a chaser shot. If there's not a big enough window for a chaser shot, just do a normal shot, a sidestep, and another normal shot. After a shot, if you evade immediately, it'll turn into a burst step. With spread ammo, that burst step becomes a heavy lunge that really drags, so only use it to dodge or reposition. To avoid this lunge, the trick is to let go of aim, and you can do a sidestep right away. You can also reload spread ammo while running. Pierce ammo is different too. You can fire while running around, but just holding special attack is a little bit slow. To speed things up, here's a little trick. When aiming, press special attack in a direction to perform a burst step. Do not release the aim or special attack button, just keep pressing evade, and you will continuously burst step, which is faster than normal attacks. But do not press evade instantly or it'll turn into a slide. Instead, watch for when a hunter finishes the step, then press evade again. You're gonna need a bit of practice to get familiar with this timing. Since you're continuously evading, this also helps you dodge monster attacks much more easily. Pressing LB, L1 or Control lets you change ammo. If you feel like there are too many ammo types and it's hard to swap between them in combat, open your item transfer and go to ammo pouch. Here you can disable any ammo you don't want to use, so scrolling through your list is much easier. Element ammo works just like normal ammo. If you want to use them for all elements other than dragon, you can bring 60 rounds of ammo at a time, plus the ones already in your magazine. That means you will need to bring fire herbs, snow herbs, flow ferns, or thunderbug capacitors with you. And you must put these crafting options on your radio shortcut. When you're about to run out of ammo, just craft more on the fly. As you can see, each crafting material makes 6 rounds of ammo, but a thunderbug capacitor gives you 12. That is why you can carry 25 herbs, snow herbs, or flow ferns, but only 10 thunderbug capacitors. The total craftable count stays identical at 120 extra rounds. Other than elemental ammo, you can also bring toadstools for poison ammo or excite shrooms for exhaust ammo, depending on which ammo types your light bowgun can load. We'll talk about why in the next section. So now, your combat flow in rapid fire mode is clear. Just follow the suggestions for whichever ammo you want to use, and that is it. Under most circumstances, I recommend normal ammo level 3 or element ammo level 2. They are easy to handle, easy to dodge with, and very straightforward. In rapid fire mode, every shot consumes your rapid fire gauge, so the goal is obvious. Find ways to refill your gauge and stay in rapid fire mode as long and as often as you can. That leads us to 5 ways to refill the gauge. First, shooting. When you're in standard fire mode, all normal shots refill your gauge except element ammo. However, all chaser shots, including element ammo this time, will refill your gauge, and chaser shots fill it twice as fast as normal shots. So the strategy is simple. When in standard fire mode, just loop normal shots and chaser shots. Among all ammo types, poison and exhaust refill your gauge the most, followed by spread, then pierce, and then normal. This is why I mentioned bringing toadstools and excite shrooms earlier for extra ammo, because you can only carry 12 rounds of poison and exhaust at a time, plus whatever is loaded in your magazine. Ultimately, it comes down to what ammo your light bowgun can fire, what monster you're dealing with, and how you like to play. If you're lazy enough, even normal shots will do, assuming you're not aiming for a speed run. Second, focus strike. Unlike melee weapons or the bow, the light bowgun's focus strike fires an explosive round onto the monster like an M203. If the explosion covers the wound, that counts as a successful wound attack. Beyond dealing damage and flinching the monster, it refills your gauge. You have 3 rounds of focus strike ammo, and each round takes 35 seconds to recharge. You can also charge your focus strike so it hits harder and refills more gauge. Things to watch out for are that it requires a reload, and charging takes time. So it is best to use focus strike when the monster is recovering. Make sure you land your shot, or that round goes completely to waste. Third, your special ammo, specifically adhesive ammo. Press light and heavy attack to reload. You can choose Vibrant Blast if you want a short 30-second cooldown to celebrate the 4th of July, but otherwise stick with adhesive ammo. Your main damage comes from rapid fire mode, so anything that refills the gauge faster takes top priority. With adhesive ammo, you fired it onto the monster to make it latch on. If left alone, it slices once and explodes after a while, refilling a small portion of the gauge. But if you keep shooting at it, every shot can refill more gauge in standard fire mode, so you will get a full gauge in no time. It also forces it to activate early and slices 3 times, refilling your gauge with every slice, followed by the final explosion that gives you another chunk. Combined, that's nearly half of your gauge. The only drawback is that each round takes 100 seconds to recharge. Fourth one, the Corrupted Mantle. This one is simple. Put on your Corrupted Mantle by pressing LB, L1 with control with special attack to instantly refill over half of your gauge. What's more, while wearing the Corrupted Mantle in standard fire mode, your gauge regenerates twice as fast, and all your shots refill twice as much too. The ideal timing is to put it on when your gauge is almost empty. Once it runs out, switch back to standard fire mode, and with the mantle's buff, your gauge will fill back up in no time so you can switch right back to rapid fire mode. Fifth one, as you can see when you're in standard fire mode, the gauge slowly regenerates even if you do nothing. You might say that's way too slow, but what if you fast forward the video at 5 times speed? Just kidding, the real fifth one is to bring an exact copy of your weapon with the same jewel setup as your secondary. When your primary bowgun runs dry, swap to your secondary. All of your focus strike rounds and special ammo will be fully loaded and ready to keep you going, and of course, a shiny new gauge. This comes down to preference. If you do not like swapping weapons, the first 4 methods are still incredibly fast. Now the entire combat flow is right in front of you. After a stealth attack, evade and switch to rapid fire mode. Load an adhesive ammo, shoot it onto the monster, and start firing away while watching for incoming attacks to dodge or burst steps through. If you're too close or too far, use burst steps to correct your distance. When your gauge is about halfway empty, your adhesive ammo will explode and give you more meter. Fire your second adhesive ammo, repeat the process. And when your gauge is about to run dry, put on your Corrupted Mantle to instantly restore over half of it. Once your rapid fire gauge empties again, drop back to standard fire mode. Since you're wearing the mantle, your meter refills much faster, especially if you switch to exhaust or poison ammo here. Your gauge will be filled again in no time, and then you just repeat the cycle. Lastly, let us go through some basics. For weapon skills, aside from affinity skills, rapid fire up is essentially mandatory, along with element boost skills if you're running element builds. Ballistics is great if you want to extend your critical distance, and then normal, piercing, or spread shots depending on your primary physical ammo. Opening shot can make you reload a bit faster if you prefer that convenience. For armor skills, good old Agitator, Weakness Exploit, and Evade Window cope very well with Light Bowgun. So does Evade Extender. Maximum Might is another solid choice for extra affinity. With skills like Adrenaline Rush, Burst, Peak Performance, and Resentment can be mixed and matched based on what you have available. When choosing a light bowgun, you need to check the ammo info page. If you want to run a specific ammo type, make sure your physical ammo can reach level 3 or your element ammo can reach level 2. Also make sure they have that rapid fire icon next to them. Otherwise, you won't be able to use them in rapid fire mode. Under the status tab, check which 2 mods your light bowgun uses. Light bowgun has 3 mod types. Ammo powder mods can raise your ammo by 1 level. Magazine mods can increase capacity. Rapid fire with special ammo mods can boost gauge recovery speed or reduce special ammo cooldowns. Take the power rifle for example. Spread ammo shows as a level 2, but its mods are strictly for magazines, meaning you cannot upgrade spread to level 3, making it a poor choice. Similarly, on the combat conga, a pierce ammo shows a level 2, but it already has a pierce ammo powder mod built in, meaning the base weapon is actually only level 1, so it is also not a good choice. One last thing is bowgun's customization. In that menu, you can swap mods within the weapon's 2 available mod categories and select your special ammo. As we discussed earlier, always pick adhesive ammo. That is all there is to the light bowgun, a weapon full of surprises. This is Tut to you. If you found this guide helpful, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future breakdowns. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.